Everything in the universe has been brought into submission to Christ, whether it knows it or not. If we had time, we'd go into the other place in the book of Daniel and find out that Christ is that stone that is cut out of the mountain without hands and comes to the earth and crushes all the kingdoms. And the last kingdom is Rome. And what you need to understand is what that means. When Jesus ascended to the throne, it put a real end to all the kingdoms of the earth. All these little kings and presidents and prime ministers and countries and armies, do you know what they are? They're nothing but little boys sitting on papier-mâché thrones with little tin crowns on their head. Another thing you need to understand is this, and it's extremely important. How then shall we live? Francis Schaeffer, the great Christian philosopher, how then shall we live? Well, look what he says here, and it's very important in verse 14. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which will not pass away, and His kingdom is one which will not be destroyed. Why is that good news? There are men in history, noble men, brilliant men, that gave their time, their talent, and their lives to establish noble kingdoms. It's happened periodically throughout history. Men who go to war and give their entire life, throw it away in order to stop the enemy. We see men who invest everything in their life to build financial empires and everything, but it only takes a few decades, and what happens? If it's a king, he becomes corrupt or he's replaced by a corrupt king. If it's a country that is prosperous, it is now being destroyed. For example, our own, under the judgment of God. If it's an empire, all rich men die. But you, if you're in Christ, you have an opportunity to live for a king who will never be corrupted, and he will never be replaced, and he will never be voted out. There will never be a changing of the guard. And you have the opportunity to live for a kingdom, work for a kingdom, fight for a kingdom, build a kingdom that will never pass away.